Realtor story time. I'm going to talk about procuring cause today. What is procuring cause? So the textbook definition for procuring cause refers to the series of events initiated by the real estate agent who ultimately helps the buyer close on his or her home. So think of it like this. If there's two agents involved but only one buyer in a transaction, who's to be paid the commission? Well, procuring cause defines that. So believe it or not, I had 3 procuring cause events all in the same year, and I won all 3 of them. And to be honest with you, I think procuring cause is only going to get worse as the years progress with the introduction of more and more tech companies entering in the real estate industry. And I remember this such event as if it was yesterday. It was on Valentine's Day. The lead came through Zillow, and at the time Zillow in Phoenix was selling zip code advertising, and this lead hit my zip code. I asked my wife, can I please take this showing? She understood. Begrudgingly, she let me go, but she said, you better take me to a nice dinner. I agreed to that. I ran out, showed the client the house, and as all realtors know, you're never guaranteed anything. It could be a complete waste of time. But this particular buyer brought his whole family, his extended family. We were there for a good hour. So I felt pretty confident that they really loved this house. In closing, I said, hey, if you have any questions, let me know. I'd be happy to answer anything. Let me know if you guys want to make an offer or proceed with this. I'm always available. They said, great, Matthew. The only problem was when I followed up a few days later, they slowly but surely were shorter and shorter on their responses to a point when I remember I was following up and they were basically just giving me text messages, not taking calls. And at a certain point, the property got under contract. I made one final attempt, said, hey, unfortunately, this is gone now. We can find another one in the area. And they're like, oh, okay, thanks for letting us know. But something just didn't felt right with that one. And so ultimately, a few weeks later, it closed. And I looked at the tax record, and that's when I saw what I needed to see. Yep, there it was. The buyer's full name on that tax record. And I was like, man, that was the buyer I met. I'll be damned. They ended up buying it. How did that happen? Where did I go wrong? Did I step on somebody's toes? I was really confused because this was the first time procuring cause had ever happened to me. So anyhow, I asked my broker and he goes, well, tell me about the situation. I told him exactly that and he goes, that's procuring cause. You walked them through the door threshold, you showed them the house, they loved the house, they asked all the right questions, I showed them the text message history, they were asking me other questions about the HOA. However, the buyer called their friend who was a realtor and she wrote the offer. Just a point to let you realtors know out there, there's no free lunch out there. If someone calls you to write an offer, the first question you should say is, did you see the house and who did you see it with? Because I wasn't with you. So in conclusion, that property was over $500,000. That was a $15,000 commission. That realtor probably gave him a kickback on the buy side and paid me that full commission back.